Welcome. In front of me is a XIAOMI Mi 11i, and today I'll go over unboxing along with an overview of this phone. So let's pop it open. So in here looks like we actually might get a, yep, we do get a case, which is really nice. And apart from that, we also get a headphone jack. So Type-C to headphone jack, so it's also a nice inclusion. Paper, we don't care. The case, frosted on the sides, a little bit thicker actually on the edges, while the back itself is a little bit flimsy. But hey, still it's nice that they included one. Then we get the phone itself, which, I do have to just do this. There we go, nice peeling. I'm gonna turn it on. Pop it straight in the case, see how it looks like. There we go. I did smudge it up already, oh well. Then in here we got a cable, so this is a Type A to Type C charger, as you can see right here. Probably by now I would like to see a Type C, but it's still, I guess I should be appreciative that they included a charger, so that's nice. And this is a, what was it, a 30 watt charger? Nope, at 33 watts, so that's also a nice charger as well. Anyway, that's all we get in the box in here, so just a case, charger, and the phone, and well, and a cable too. Oh, right, and conversion. So let's quickly go to the setup, and while I'm doing so, I will also talk about the display that you're seeing right here. So this is a 6.67 inch display. It's a Super AMOLED display with a 120 Hz refresh rate, so that's super nice. It also has a certification of HDR10 plus, peak brightness of 300 or 1300 nits, I meant, and Gorilla Glass 5 on the front. And the setup is done. And also the resolution right here is a 1080 by 2400, so just a typical resolution that you're probably used to. Now additionally, the color that you're seeing right here, I believe it's called what was it, Celestial Silver, keeping it spicy, I guess. And if I can also see how it looks like with the case on here. The case does cover the camera bump, as you can see, because the bump right here is quite big. And if I take the cover off, you can see how it looks like right here. Now it looks like camera is picking up the back of the case, no, back of the phone fairly well in terms of how the colors look like, how they shift and stuff. It's a fairly interesting design. I kind of like this, to be honest. It looks really nice. Now the frame of the phone is this more of a bluish color, steady one. It doesn't shift like the back. So anyway, while this is still loading up, so I'm gonna go over the camera, which the main sensor right here at the back is a 108 megapixel wide sensor. Then we have an 8 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel macro, and that's about it. Now next thing that you see right here, the circle, because you have 4 of them, I believe this is the microphone and it's not a camera. So anyway, with those cameras you can shoot at 8K, at 30, 4K, 30 and 60, and obviously when you drop it even lower to 1080p, 30, 60, even 120, 240 and 960, although everything above 60 is slow motion, but still it's a fairly nice slow motion right here. So you do have a couple choices in terms of speeds, frame rates. And then at the front, in the tiny little cutout, we have a 20 megapixel wide sensor. There we go, it finally loaded up. Now the screen looks really good. It's fairly vibrant. Brightness, I would say, leaves a little bit to be desired On the camera it probably looks way overblown actually, so let me just lower it down. But that's because the camera is set up that way. In reality it ain't that bright as you can see on the camera or on the recording. But anyway, let's open up camera and quickly go capture a couple photos, see how much detail they capture. This is a fairly basic camera showcase, so don't consider this to be any kind of like significant step here. There we go. So going over, the first photo that you're seeing right here is a 2x zoom. Did okay. I believe this is actually not shooting at 108 megapixels. This is scaled down. Then we have an ultra wide, which at least the plant is a little bit blurry right here, but overall it's serviceable. Then we have just a normal one. This is the normal shot without any kind of like wide. Well, technically this is a wide angle, but it's not ultra wide nor is it like zoomed in. It's basically the normal kind of photo that you take. Now actually, let's just go into these settings and change it to 108. There we go, 108. Now I do have to say, haptic feedback is fairly nice. It has this like nice vibration. It doesn't feel like utter garbage. So let's also grab this and capture one last photo right here. Okay, so this is the last photo I took. As you can see, this is the 108 and it does zoom in fairly well. The pixel count right here, the resolution of the photo is fairly big, so that's why you can zoom in so close. And overall the photo looks good. I did make it a little bit brighter comparing to the other one, so it looks a little bit better, I would say. But anyway, let's go over the actual specifications of this device. So it does come with a Snapdragon 888, so the newest one that you can get right now. It has a couple different storage options. So we do have the 128, which is I believe what I have right here. Yep. So I have the 128 and 8 gigabyte storage, and this is in terms of 8 gigabyte RAM, this is the only option for both the 128 and 256 gigs. Now one downside I believe here is the fact that we don't have expandable storage. Yep, so we only have a dual SIM tray. There is no storage options. So if you plan to use more than 128 gig store or space, do go for the bigger one, otherwise you won't be able to expand it past the purchase, unless you're planning to carry a USB-C dongle and I don't know, kind of like a hard drive or something like that. That's possible, but not very convenient, I would say. Now anyway, let's see what else is there to say. We do have a UFS 3.1 storage and 4528 milliamp of battery with that 32 watts charger, which they do advertise. It will charge to 100% in 52 minutes. Now I didn't see any kind of advertising for instance like 30 minutes. That's usually way better than the 100. So I assume in the first like 50% you'll probably charge it in like 20 minutes or lower. So I'm just kind of guessing here. That's usually how it goes. But still, just a full charge right here from 0 to 152 is already really good. So anyway, there's not much I believe more to say. Maybe lastly the features right here. We do have a under finger or under screen this fingerprint sensor, and comes obviously with NFC and all that stuff. Any kind of premium features that you'll be looking for. The only thing that we don't get is a headphone jack, but we do have an included dongle, which actually just whip it out of here so you can see it. So there we go, there's the dongle. So anyway, that will, I guess, conclude what I wanted to show, the device itself. And lastly, the thing that I will mention is the price of this phone, which it comes at around $500, close to $600, somewhere in between that, which the price might vary depending where you buy it. So just keep that in mind. And honestly, for that price, I do have to say that this phone is really good. Well, most certainly one of the better bang for the buck. So if you're looking for good performance for your money, this probably will be the best one you can get, at least at a premium shelf. Now anyway, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.